Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop world. Today, we won't be talking about a new drama or some sweet fictional love story on screen. Today's story is something far more real, deeper, and more devastating than anything we've imagined before. It's about someone who's always appeared strong. Someone who rarely complains, even in the face of pressure, harsh criticism, and endless expectations. It's about Wang Yibo, known for his calm demeanor, his cold exterior, but an unmatched dedication to his craft. And about a bitter truth that has long been buried in silence. It all began with a simple question. Why did he suddenly disappear? A few weeks ago, fans began to notice something strange. No new posts from Yibo, no filming schedules, no public appearances, even his Weibo account, completely silent. As if everything had suddenly come to a halt, without warning. At first, many assumed it was just a temporary break, a rest, a short pause after a packed schedule. But as the days passed, more and more pieces of the puzzle began to surface. A leaked photo from backstage showed a man who closely resembled Wang Yibo sitting in a wheelchair. His hands clutched a thick blanket, his face covered by a mask. Some fans noted he looked thinner than usual. Too thin. That image spread rapidly, and within 24 hours, the hashtag #YiboSick began trending. But what was even more shocking wasn't the photo itself. It was the complete silence from everyone involved. His agency didn't release a statement. His personal manager didn't appear in public. No denials, no explanations, and that silence made the speculation spiral even faster. Then came the turning point, from a completely unexpected source. A middle-aged man, known to be a specialist in chronic diseases based in Beijing, gave a statement in a closed-door medical panel. Though he didn't name anyone directly, his description strongly pointed toward Wang Yibo. The doctor said, "Sometimes, the human body can no longer endure ambition, especially when that ambition continues to push for perfection." That sentence hung in the air. It didn't explode like a scandalous headline. It seeped, slowly, piercing through the walls of denial built by fans who believed their idol was invincible. And then, something even more heart-wrenching surfaced. That very night, when the doctor's statement went viral, a fan-shot video captured Xiao Zhan exiting a training building. His steps were rushed. His eyes were red. He didn't say a word, just wiped his face once with his hand before getting into a car. But in that video, barely a minute long, the world seemed to stop. Because what was seen wasn't just tears. It was a pain that couldn't be hidden anymore. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo haven't been seen together much recently. But anyone who's followed them since the Untamed knows there's something more than just professional collaboration between them. They are not just co-stars. They are friends in silence. And when one is hurt, the other breaks too. Not long after that, fans dug up an old post by Yibo that suddenly gained attention again. A simple line that once felt ordinary, but now, it reads like a hidden message. "I only want one person to know, if one day I have to stop." That sentence stings more than anyone expected. From there, suspicions grew that Wang Yibo might be facing a serious medical condition. Some rumors suggested an autoimmune disease. Others believed it could be a neurological issue caused by years of extreme filming conditions and physical strain. But nothing could be confirmed. And yet, the longer the silence continued, the more fans feared the worst. That his condition may truly be critical. The most touching part of it all was how the fans responded. They didn't send protest trucks. They didn't demand public statements. They simply stayed quiet and prayed. One major fan account wrote, "If you're tired, it's okay. We can wait. 1 year, 2 years, a lifetime. We'll still be here." And amid the chaos, an anonymous post shocked everyone. Someone claiming to be a former staff member of Yibo's agency wrote, "Yibo knows his body is no longer the same, but he didn't want anyone to worry. So he chose to disappear, so you wouldn't have to see him weak." That post went viral instantly, and like a small flame in the dark, it reignited all the pain fans tried to suppress. How could someone who gave us everything end up suffering alone? Now, fans are rereading old interviews, social media posts, even his light-hearted jokes on TV, with new eyes. There was sorrow hidden in them, a tiredness mistaken for calm, a smile that may have been forced, and the most painful realization: maybe we all demanded too much and gave too little in return. Xiao Zhan still hasn't made an official statement, but since that night, his own public activities have sharply declined. He even cancelled one of his commercial shoots, without any explanation. Many believe he is supporting Yibo in private, perhaps not physically present, but in a way only the two of them would understand. Because in silence, love often speaks the loudest. Fans have begun writing letters. They don't know where to send them, but they write anyway. Some leave messages under Yibo's old posts. Some paint art, write poems, even compose songs, all saying the same thing: come back when you're ready. But if you can't, we'll still be here. Many also feel guilty for pushing too hard, for celebrating every project while ignoring the toll it took. And now, as his body surrenders, there's nothing left to do, except accept the painful truth that time doesn't always wait. Yet, not all hope is lost. Just a few days ago, a blurry photo surfaced from an anonymous account. It showed a man in a gray hoodie walking slowly in a city park. Though not confirmed, many believe it was Yibo. And even if it was just a glimpse, it gave comfort. Maybe he's healing, slowly, in silence. Now, all we can do is wait. No demands, no assumptions, only with open hearts and prayers that never end. Because behind all the light he gave us, now it's our turn to light the path for him. Whether he returns, or chooses to leave forever, one thing is certain: the memory of Wang Yibo will never fade. Not because of his fame, but because of his sincerity, because of his bravery in hiding his pain, just to keep smiling for the world. And for Xiao Zhan, thank you for witnessing the journey words could never describe. Thank you for crying, because tears are the purest proof that true love needs no announcement. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but today, we know this. We're still here, waiting, in silence, with hope, with love that asks for nothing in return. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is really going on? And if you've ever loved someone you've never truly met, then maybe, just maybe, you understand why we choose to wait. See you in the next video, only on Kpop World.